Chris Lawson, OKCThunder.com. Shai, what was required defensively to hold them to just 80 points tonight?
Yeah, every night we try to make the paint difficult for teams. We know that's where the best shots are generated. I think that was the main focus tonight, and that's something that we really try to get into the game plan, try to get into the game. We executed.
And then offensively, complete and opposite end of the spectrum for you guys, the three-point shot was falling. You were able to get into the paint. Just what was working so well to get that rhythm early on?
Yeah, it's vice versa. We know that when we're our best selves, we're attacking, we're downhill, we're in the paint, and we're generating good looks, kick out threes, free throws, layups. That's when we try to go offensively, and we execute as well.
One more for me. Wanted to ask you about Ty. Obviously, he had a really great performance in Phoenix, 24 points, and then played deep into the fourth quarter tonight. Seemed like he was really vocal, really talkative. Just what does he bring when he's out there on the floor for you guys?
Ty knows how to win. That's one thing I would say about him. Makes big plays offensively, defensively. Knows how to play basketball. Like I said, he knows how to win. So whenever he's on the floor, it's a positive.
Joe Masato, the Oklahoman. Shai, how did obviously you played well. How did the ankle feel after missing that game on Wednesday?
It felt better. Feels good right now. I'm on my ice tonight for sure, and we'll see tomorrow morning.
Is that something that just sort of popped up pregame on Wednesday, or something you've been dealing with?
It's the same ankle that I dealt with a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And then it just popped up, like the pain popped up that morning for me.
And then Mike Wilks said that you guys showered him in the locker room celebrating his first win. What was that moment like, and just how happy do you feel for him?
Great win. He's been great these past 3 games, filling in for coach. It's been easy to come to. Obviously, me and Mike are super close. He's been easy to talk to throughout the game. Just wanted to play for sure.
Thanks. Anybody else in the room? Gallo?
It's a season high in made threes for you all, and Aaron was saying you really generate a lot of that just with your gravity, your presence. How much of that is a focal point for you of when you're attacking? I'm trying to generate these exact types of looks.
Yeah, it just goes back to what I said before. We know that when we attack the paint as a group, open threes are something that we want to generate, and it allows us to do so. So that's something that I put emphasis on every night, is touching the paint and trying to make something happen.
Anyone else in the room? Go ahead, Tony.
Talking about threes, they made that 6-0 run to start the fourth, and you guys got the offensive rebound and got out to Poku and hit the big three, and then you went on a run. The bench tonight responded in several different times when the Knicks tried to make a run in that ballgame.
Yeah, the bench was great tonight. Most times when we win, the bench is great. They carry a big load for us for sure. I've said this before, we need all 14 guys every night to compete at a high level, whether they play or not play. And you guys just saw it again tonight.
All right, we have one question to Anthony Vale with Christos Saltis. Go ahead, Christos.
Hey, Shai, congratulations on the win and the performance as well. How big is your confidence to your teammates, the whole team on the floor, on both ends, and how important is it to be contagious, that energy from your perspective?
I have a lot of confidence in my teammates. I see how hard they work every day, the hours they put in, and I know that eventually it'll pay off. No matter what's going on, it could be a tough game for somebody. I know that they put in the work. I trust them, and we move forward as a unit. And then, what was your second question?
How important for you is to be that energy contagious around the team?
Oh yeah, I just try to keep positive energy. I've noticed that throughout my experiences that when you keep positive energy, positive things happen. So I try to do so.
Thank you, Shai.
For sure.
Nick Gallo, OKCThunder.com. Wiggins, this was a pretty nasty defensive effort by you guys tonight. I think they only scored 31 in the second half. What were you feeling out there just in terms of the defensive pressure that you all were able to put on?
Yeah, that was a huge, performance defensively by us. I thought that we did a really good job just kind of trusting each other to be in the right spots. helping each other out and making sure that we were playing as a team, not only in the offensive end, because you got to play both sides to win games. And I thought we did a really good job, just kind of leaning on each other and being in the right spots defensively so that we could, get out in transition and make plays.
Seemed like so many catch and shoot threes for you all tonight. Why was that the case?
I mean, Shai draws a lot of attention. But just his ability to get downhill, other teams have to really try and, stop that, and you still can't. But, he's an unselfish player. He's willing to make those extra passes. And, they just defensively seem to be heavy in the load. And, guys were just outside of the perimeter ready to shoot. And that was emphasis, be ready to shoot, be ready to make the right play off of these kickouts. So guys did a really good job just kind of executing the game plan.
Paris Lawson, OKCThunder.com. Aaron, this is your first New Year's Eve game, big tradition for the Thunder. Just what was the atmosphere? What was the energy like?
I mean, it was amazing. It was just like every other game, honestly, because like the fans always show out. They always show a lot of love. And I mean, it's an amazing atmosphere to be in. But going into the New Year's with a win is huge and definitely makes the game a lot more fun. You're competing to, make sure you're bringing in the new year the right way. So glad we got the win.
And I also wanted to ask you about Ty. Obviously, he came coming off a really big performance in Phoenix, but played it deep into the fourth quarter tonight. Seemed like he was really talkative out there. Just what does he bring when he's out there on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, I said it last game. His leadership is something that might be isn't talked about as much as I believe it should be. When he's on the court, when he's not only just in games but in practice even. I mean, he's a guy on the court who's making sure guys are in their spots, guys know what we're in, and making sure that we're doing the right things to be on the same page. And I mean, you saw tonight he was talking a lot defensively, even offensively, getting us into our sets. So he's really big when he's on the court.
Else room? We have no questions on the Zoom.
Beautiful.
Short, sweet.
Questions in the room, then we'll go to the Zoom.
Nick Gallo, OKCThunder.com. Just want to ask you about the defense, the execution of the game plan overall, particularly in that second half. I think you held them to like 31 points in the second half.
Tip my hat to our guys. They were connected throughout the game. They played for one another. They executed the game plan tonight. Making them see and play against crowds, and then making multiple efforts. It's a good team over there with some talented players. They're hard to stop, and so our guys gave multiple efforts. They cover for one another, and they were connected all night. And fortunately, things fell our way.
Seemed like particularly in the first half, Shai was able to generate some mismatches and some ISOs, kind of pull Robinson away from the rim and then create for himself and others from there. Was that intentional? Was that just him, executing once he saw the matchup in front of him? What did you see there?
That was part of the game plan coming out. We know, Mitchell is a talented athlete, can provide some rim protection and make it tough for you in the paint. And so, we try to draw him out a little bit and just find ways to open up the paint for our guys to attack and then, when they converge, try to find teammates and play unselfishly.
Paris Lawson, OKCThunder.com. You guys shot 41% from the three-point line tonight. That very stark contrast to the Phoenix game. Just what was working so well on that end of the floor as a unit?
Like I said, we tried to hit the paint. Shai, got in the paint all night. Guys played unselfishly. And, we try to give our guys confidence that, hey, if you're taking quality shots, let it fly. Mike missed a couple and late, and I called his name. I said, hey, keep shooting. He said, okay. And then he came right back and let it go. So, we believe in our guys. They put in a lot of hard work every single day to grow and develop, to get better. And so, Coach Mark does a good job of allowing these guys, to develop and get them freedom, out there on the court. And so we just try to carry that forward. As long as they're taking quality shots, we're behind them.
Ty also had 3 threes tonight, but 11 points. He played into that fourth quarter. Just what was he bringing to the game tonight?
Ty brings a level of leadership, to this team, a high IQ player. He helps us defensively in terms of being a really good team defender, communicating, making sure guys are in their spots. And so, he helped us tonight, tremendously down the stretch, help us stay connected. When he was out there with the second unit with the younger guys, I pulled him to the side like, hey, lead us, keep us together, and I thought he did a good job of that tonight.
Joe Masato, the Oklahoman. Mike, how do you feel personally getting your first win as an NBA head coach tonight?
Man, I'm extremely grateful, but I keep thinking beyond myself that all the people that contribute to this situation. It's not just my win. It's our assistant coaches, our coaches that's not here all the time. They poured into me, talking to them on the way to the games, talking to them before the games, all the support from our staff. And then our players, they came out and played their heart out. I'm not out there shooting the ball, I'm not guarding. So, it's really a tribute to them, their connectedness, their development. They continue to grow, learn, and come out compete every single night. And they give us a chance to win. And I'm just thankful, and grateful tonight that we came out on top.
What was it like just in the locker room after the game?
It was exciting. They after I, told the guys how proud I was of them, they drenched me in water and congratulated, me and gave me the game ball. So, it's a great way to bring in the new year.
Thanks.
Sorry, just one more from me. Shai had a couple steals and a block tonight. He really sat down defensively and closed out that third quarter with a tough stop. What do you continue to see from him as a defender and a guy that's trying to emerge on that end of the floor as well?
A guy that continues to grow, a guy that continues to, take on challenges. He's a great competitor. He wants to be better. And so, when I challenge him, on both ends of the floor, he's so coachable. He provides great leadership for us, and not just him, but all our guys. Whenever we play a game, we come back the next day, we try to give them some things where we can grow and improve. And every single night they try to come out, and do that for the most part. And so tonight, I was proud to say the effort that he gave, on both ends of the floor.
Coach Tony Sellers, Associated Press. Sorry, I got here a little bit late, so you probably addressed this, but getting your win in the head chair on the bench tonight on New Year's Eve, special for you?
Absolutely. Like I said, it's not just my win, it's a collective win. Everybody in the organization contributed to this, people that are behind the scenes. Our coaching staff did a phenomenal job. The coaches that are with me, the assistant coaches, as well as the coaches that are away, pouring, into all of us and helping us to be prepared tonight. And then the players, they came out, connected, played the right way, played together. And, I'm just grateful that we came out, on top tonight.
We'll go one question to the Zoom. Daniel Bell, you have a question? Go ahead.
Yeah, Coach. Only 10 turnovers tonight. Can you talk about how important it was to limit the turnovers and limit the opportunities you guys gave the Knicks?
Yeah, I think it was a couple of turnovers, sloppy turnovers we had in the second half, and it was a timeout, and talk to the guys, tell them, hey, let's lock back in, let's take care of the ball, let's make sure we're making good decisions, and let's not give them any easy ones where they can, get out and run against us and get, easy baskets. So I thought our guys did a good job of getting the car back on the road, staying focused, staying locked in, staying connected, and taking care of the ball and giving ourselves the best chance to win the game.
Thank you, Coach.